While the continent of Africa and especially Nigeria is mourning the tragic incident that led to the death of Dr. Herbert Wigwe, his wife, son and 3 others, we can't help but wonder if the crash could have been avoided. Is there a conspiracy theory in this incident? Looking at the fact that we are dealing with a top banker that has excelled in his aspiration and brought the company to great heights, did he have enemies? He must have had enemies, and even as people come to commiserate with the family, is it possible his enemies are rejoicing secretly? Please like and subscribe to our channel to update you on this and other trending issues. Can we say he was a man who did business in the midst of well-wishers? In his years of successful banking, did he have partners who were deeply displeased with him? And how far would they have gone to wish his downfall? Will the findings of the National Transportation Safety Board reveal foul play? Will the FBI be involved? And will the Nigerian government lend an ear to the report? Has there been assassinations through air crashes, especially helicopters, of prominent people? The question we ask ourselves is this the first time a helicopter crash has taken the lives of some prominent people? And the one that comes to our mind is that of Koby Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter and the crew on board. What really happened? Well, the National Transportation Safety Board had this to say.
Accident is something that is unforeseen, unpredictable, if you will. Unfortunately, this wasn't.
NTSB investigators methodically laid out what happened the morning of the crash, including this video of the helicopter carrying Koby Bryant and 8 others 1 minute before, heading straight into clouds, speeding at 140 knots.
What was he trained to do at that point?
It's very clear that slowing down is
slowing down.
Investigators say pilot Era Zabayan ignored his training, violated federal rules, and had no plan B on file if weather went bad. He became disoriented in the fog and lost control. But in a surprise move to some, investigators do not believe a warning system telling Zabayan he was headed toward the ground would have helped.
The pilot doesn't really know which way is up. So this type of system would not aid in that situation. It was beyond the parameters and would likely just be more of a confusing factor than anything else.
In the end, the NTSB believes Zabayan was likely influenced by self-induced pressure to continue flying, in part because he wanted to please his celebrity client. And it also said Island Express needs more oversight of safety management. And it is again recommending flight data monitoring during such flights, which would allow a flight department to see deviations and get involved before a crash happens. So far, the FAA has said it's not worth the cost.
We issue these recommendations when bad things happen. And the FAA has dragged their feet so many times on this issue and others.
They also want more pilot training to recognize disorientation, but here's a surprise. The helicopter that Koby was in came equipped with a cockpit voice recorder, which was removed by Island Express, and that's okay. The NTSB does not want that to be okay, and the FAA is looking into it.
Was there a human or regulation error? Will there be a lawsuit, and who would file the lawsuit? Areas that we don't understand as follows. If the weather was bad, was there a limit to what the flight regulations allowed? Number 2, was there a proper evaluation of the capability of the aircraft in such conditions? Number 3, why is there no flight recorder needed by law? Number 4, were there upgrades made to the helicopter citing the previous crashes? The list is endless. We need to evaluate all aspects of the flight from both on ground, in the air, and the control tower to ensure that there was no foul play. But I'm definitely sure, looking at the capability of the National Transportation Safety Board in the US, they will be doing a great job to get the truth, to get the facts, and to let people know exactly what happened.
We don't have any specific information on that right now. We are getting air traffic control data, ADS-B data. We're just starting to receive that. Hopefully we'll have more information tomorrow for you on that specifically.
When we look at the groundwork from the Access Bank holding, the legal team will probably asking a few questions about insurance. Was the aircraft properly insured? The insurance amount, would it be commensurate looking at the person of Dr. Wigwe, who is a renowned banker? Would it be the same amount they're going to pay everybody on that flight? These are issues that the legal team of the Axis Bank Holdings will need to investigate. And lastly, has there been an onlooker account of what really happened? Do we have a video recording? Do we have an eyewitness account of what really happened? Why is it taking so long for people to come out and say this is what they saw? And this is possibly the video recorded. Why is it taking that long? When we go online, we see a lot of crashes that, we had onlookers that did a video of them. But in this matter, why don't we have that evidence? Why don't we have a video, an onlooker coming out to say, this is what I saw, and that is what led to XYZ? So we're still waiting for all the facts to come together. I'm quite curious about what really happened. Looking at the company, did the company follow the right regulations stipulated by law? Looking at the pilot, was he suffering from any emotional issues, distractions, and the rest of them? There has to be a thorough investigation to find out these questions, because we don't want a case where it happens over and over again, looking at the history of the helicopter. Please like and subscribe to our channel to update you on this and other trending issues.